Optics. This is Daredevil Born Again, episode 2. Now, I really did not like episode 1. The good news is that episode 2 is even worse. And why is that good news? Because I get to talk about how garbage it is. Look, if you want the real Daredevil, that's it right there. Now, look, I've got some of these actual issues as well. I've covered this on my channel, the entire Frank Miller run. That's what, at least the good parts of the Netflix series borrowed heavily from Frank Miller's stuff. So anything that you loved in that first few seasons, the Netflix stuff is probably from Frank Miller's run. I have the death of Elektra, the first appearance of Elektra, the holding the gun issue. So I've got some of those. They're all on the shelf there, and graded, and some are just loose but in good condition. So I'm a big time Daredevil fan. This show is just terrible. I'm going to give the storyline a 0.5. Basically, nothing is going on at all. White Tiger is accused of killing some cops. Now, the cops were roughing up this guy, and it looks like maybe they're bad cops, corrupt cops or whatever, and he was trying to help the kid, but ended up accidentally killing the cop. Now, it's shown in a weird way. The cop kind of falls into a subway. White Tiger didn't push him or move him or anything. It was just like a scuffle, and the guy kind of fell. So they're saying that he's a killer and Matt has to protect him. Now, the problem here is that because Karen and Foggy are out of the picture, you're left with these new characters. I'm going to get to the characters because they're terrible. You're left with these new characters, and everything is starting from scratch again. And I'm like, I can't get a handle on what's going on. I don't care about this story because I don't care about White Tiger because I don't know who White Tiger is, and they haven't established that character. He's just there to be there. Now, if it was just a random guy, you'd be like, okay, it's a random guy and they're going to explore this. But because he's a hero, like a superhero vigilante guy, we need to see more with him. Okay, number one. Number two, Wilson Fisk is continuing his the mayor. And the problem is that we know he's a bad guy. Everybody in the show knows he's a bad guy, but some people like him anyways. And I don't understand why this all happened. It seemed very just like shoehorned in, like we need to have this happen as the plot, so therefore it's happening. It would have been better if he manipulated stuff. Vanessa's running the bad guy, the Kingpin's Empire stuff, and she's of course better because whatever, right? The woman has to be better than the man, so she's running it even better than he ever did. And they literally go to couples therapy. I'm bloody serious. This happens in this show. Guys, I'm giving this a 0.5. I should give this a 0. The reason I'm giving this a 0.5 is because I really love the character of Daredevil, and I want to look for every good little thing I can find and be like, oh, that's kind of neat. Realistically, it's a 0 for the story. I want to see what happens with White Tiger. They've got these Punisher guys that have these Punisher tattoos, and they're supposed to be like crazy vigilantes. So there's good vigilantes and bad vigilantes, and what would the Punisher do? I guess I don't know. It's just a mess. It's only on episode 2 and it's already done. Like, it's already brutal. We'll see how it goes. The pacing, I'm giving this a 0.5, which is a gift. It should be a 0. It should literally be a 0. It is so boring. Nothing's going on. They're not even really investigating anything. They're like, oh yeah, here's the guy that he was rescuing, that White Tiger was rescuing. It's like, okay. Yeah. The reason I'm giving it a 0.5 is there is a pretty decent fight with these Punisher guys or whatever. They're okay. For the artistry, I'm going to give it a 0.5. It's very standard shots. The fight was okay. That's why I'm giving it a 0.5. It was a decent fight. Some bone breaking. It wasn't too bad. I mean, otherwise it's just uninspired. If you look at the way that, especially the first few seasons in Netflix, the way that they were lit and the way it was shot, and it was just like this dark, and sometimes there'd be like some neon lights or something just to light it up. Some of the panels, some of the scenes looked like comic panels almost, just in the way that they were lit even. The Nelson and Murdoch office looked very just like, low level. And it was kind of cool. It fit with Matt Murdock. Same with his apartment. It was very dark, and there was like that. Remember, there was that big glowing sign. That was kind of neat. I don't know. The artistry, like the fight was okay. That's about him giving it a 0.5 just for the heck of it. The characters, I'll give it a 0.5. You know, I like Matt Murdock. I want to root for him. I'm not sure if I like the beard on having, but you know, whatever. That it is what it is. There's no, oh yeah, for the artistry, no Daredevil. Daredevil does not appear in costume. What the hell am I watching this for? Where is Daredevil's costume? It's just brutal. The characters. So I didn't really talk too much about the characters, the new characters. I was focusing on on the old characters. Matt is okay. Kingpin is terrible. He's absolutely, you know, like done. He's a lame guy. He's like, oh, Vanessa, ooh. He cries over Vanessa and wants this. It's like, well, why are you such a loser, King? Like, Kingpin's a total loser. And Vanessa's a boring character. She's absolutely boring. I have no interest in her. I had some interest in her in the beginning in the Netflix show because of Wilson Fisk's interest. But her trying to be this leader, it's like, I literally don't care. And I can guarantee you these guys would kill her in 2 seconds. And they're scared of Kingpin. Well, they don't. It doesn't seem like it's that bad because now he's the mayor. So what's he going to do? He's got this side lackey character, completely lame. They're trying to be like Kingpin, see something in this young man, but we see him as a total goof in everything that he does. Is Kingpin stupid? Like, I don't understand what's going on with that. There's BB, who is Ben Urich's niece or something. See, now this was a fault of the Netflix show. They killed off Ben Urich. That was a super fail. He's an important character in Daredevil, so killing him off was a super fail. Now they're left with the ramifications, and you've got this random niece. Literally, no one cares. I don't hate the character. She's just not. It's just you're watching like, oh, there's not Ben Urich, right? Oh, right. There's the fake Ben Urich character. You've got who else? You've got Matt. So Heather Glenn is in it. She's from the comics. She sucked in the comics, by the way. She was kind of awful, and she's just there to be there. Like, why just leave Karen Page? Like, I don't understand. You could have just left Karen. I don't understand. Just leave Karen Page, and it's the same thing. So that's pointless. You have Matt's new partner, who is a poor replacement for Foggy. They have absolutely no relationship together. She's just his partner all of a sudden because the script requires it. And she's telling Matt what to do. Well, Matt, we shouldn't take this case. You can't do this. It's like, I'm sorry, why are you talking right now? I don't know like the audience does not know this character. You don't bring a new character in and start bossing around the other characters. It's like, Matt is in charge here. He should be like, we're taking this case. You should be like, okay, Matt, what do you got? I think this guy's telling the truth. I don't think this guy's a bad guy. I think those cops are dirty. All right, Matt, boom, you're right. Let's get on it. She shouldn't be telling Matt, oh no, we're not doing this and that. It's like, who are you to talk? Like, you're not from the other seasons. You just showed up. And he has like this cop helping him. I guess he's okay. He's just kind of there to be there. Yeah. Enjoyment factor 0. This episode sucks. I'm giving it 2 out of 10. Big time. That's a big time present. 2 out of 10. I'm not giving it 0. I'm not ranting and raving. I'm just telling you, this thing sucks. It's boring and stupid. It's actually bad. What the hell? I thought it was going to be crap, but I didn't think it was going to be hyper crap. So anyways, 2 out of 10. Merry Christmas to the Daredevil Born Again people. Make sure you like the video, hit subscribe, check out my other stuff, guys. Thanks for watching.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.